Welcome back to the TasteBuds podcast. As always, it's Drew, aka Paul Reed fan.
Ben, aka Sauce.
And Kenneth, also known as Infinite K.
Great. We got a great episode coming at you guys today. We're gonna kind of do an NBA census where we do our kind of predictions on who's gonna win the league, who's winning Eastern Conference, Western Conference, like who's best set up for the future, et cetera, along with a little NHL, NFL, and MLB talk. But before we get into that, how are you guys doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I just got off of work. My
Yep.
birthday was on Sunday, so I'm pretty
Happy
hyped about that.
birthday. Big
Thank you.
18 and an
Yep.
adult now.
I
He's
am an
legal.
That's
adult.
crazy.
Um,
Ben, how does that feel? Because you've known him for years.
yeah.
I know it's crazy. I still see like I was rock climbing yesterday, and you have to be at least 14 years old to do the auto belay. And I was like,
Mhm.
I always still think of like Luke, Zippy, and Kenneth as like 14 years
It was a long time ago.
old.
Man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Y'all are
It's
adults now.
crazy.
At least you are.
Okay, well, I've been an adult. I'm 20.
I'm talking about Luke and Zippy.
Oh,
Or not 18.
Yeah.
you said that. They're 16.
Yeah.
And boy, are they pieces of work.
Oh yeah.
Ben, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I went to play basketball at the gym after my workout, but we had intramural basketball on all the courts, so I was unable to and came home. But
Well,
we
let's
are,
just.
we as in the sauce community, we have a meet and greet next week in Cancun.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
yeah,
Oh,
if you're gonna be in Cancun next week, you can look out for me. I'll be around, surfing, scuba diving, parasailing, all that. Yeah.
And speaking of meetups, thank you everybody that showed up to the Longwood basketball game this Saturday. It's not a big arena, but it's good to see that I was able to recognize some of our merch. Took some selfies, signed some merch. It was a good time, good energy. Fortunately, Longwood Lancers did not come away with the win, but it was a fun night, and it's good to see how strong the community is. That's really why we do this. It's always fun to talk to you guys, but the messages that like we brightened your day, I mean, it really means a lot, guys. It really does. Um, but yeah, hope
Wait,
you
what
go check out Ben. What's up,
would you say Longwood's mascot is?
Lancers.
Lancer?
Oh,
It's
what's
like
that?
Longwood
a
Lancers.
it's like a
It's a
pony.
horse.
Yeah.
It's like yeah,
I thought you said
yeah.
lanterns. It's like
Lancer.
wow.
Longwood Lancers. But yeah, let's hop right into it. Before we get into their little NBA census, let's go over the All-Star weekend. Um, let's start off with the highs, obviously the dunk contest and three-point contest. I mean, this is one of the best dunk contests we've gotten in a long time. What are your guys' thoughts? Because I watched almost all of it except for all the All-Star games because holy shit, they're tough. We'll get to that. What do you guys think about the three-point skill challenge and dunk contest? Because I thought it was great.
I did not watch any of it, but I did see where someone didn't make a dunk and they got a 40. Is that
Yeah,
true?
Matas Buzelis.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was doing like off the back, like behind the backboard, like under the legs while spinning, and it was a sick dunk. He just couldn't get it. It's tough. I think there was. If you guys didn't watch the dunk contest, I'll just speak on it. Mac McClung is an absolute beast.
Oh yeah.
He just floats in the air. And I'll tell you, my dad's little. He loves to see those white boys jump. I'll tell you that for free.
Oh yeah.
He was pumped. That car dunk is one of my favorites of all time. But speaking, I mean, how
I
much
also I
Mac
also
McClung was
saw
getting all the attention.
yeah.
But I
I
gotta
also
shout out my boy Stefan Castle. He killed it, man. I was rooting for him. Call me a race trader, but I was I was rooting for Stefan Castle. I love the Spurs. I love Wemby. Area 51 is such a cool nickname for those two, and he had some sick dunks. He got hops. He actually tried to poster someone in the Rising Stars game too. Barely went off backboard, but yeah, I'm a big Stephon Castle fan. It was a really fun dunk contest, and there's talk of Levine maybe joining it, Ja maybe joining it. Levine coming back, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. What were you saying, Kenneth?
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Saw a tweet, or I saw John Morant tweet saying, "Yo, Levine, AG, let's get it." And then I saw
I love it.
Giannis repost and retweet and
He said he was hacked or whatever.
that he'll join it as well. But I'm like,
He said he was hacked.
Who?
Giannis did.
Yeah, probably.
So you said that wasn't real. But whatever. Aaron Gordon will never do it again. The fact he didn't win and they kept that one going.
Yeah.
He ran out of dunks. Like, I mean, every single year I watch that dunk contest again. He had the better dunks. I will admit the last one, Levine did have a better one. But like, because he ran out of dunks. Aaron Gordon should have won that. I don't know if it's politics, but I understand Aaron Gordon never doing it again. He left his mark. I think it's a pretty consensus, like popular opinion, that he should have won it. But Levine coming back would be cool.
Oh, yeah.
Ben, were you agreeing that Aaron Gordon should have won that?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's crazy that it was like 7 years ago at this point.
20. I know. Age is flying by. I'm already 20.
Not for long.
Not for long, yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to do another show up at my birthday party joke, but
Yeah.
I just did not do. Let's just quickly go over the skills contest. I mean, there's not much to talk about other than Spurs, Chris Paul and Wemby trying to cheat the system. I love it. It's hilarious. And Dame did not three-peat.
Yeah.
Wah.
Didn't Tyler Hero win it?
Yeah.
He did. Buddy Hield fell off.
Yeah.
Again, he tied the most points in ever in the first round, and then he missed like 9 in a row to start his second round, and almost came back. But yeah, Tyler Hero stayed true and got a win for the White Boys. Who was a White Boy All-Star game?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, speaking on the actual All-Star game, I watched the first game. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I think the effort was better. Wemby tried, which definitely helped it. And then, I mean, holy crap, he just had to sit through so much bullshit. It was ridiculous. Like almost the entire. I have it right in front of me. Out of the 3 hours of All-Star coverage, there was 41 minutes of basketball played.
Ew.
Intro, 30 minutes. Pre-game talk, 10 minutes. Game 1, Kenny versus Chuck, 12 minutes. Mr. Beast Games Challenge, 5 minutes. Game 2, Shaq versus Rising Stars, 16 minutes. Music performance, 6 minutes. Inside NBA Tribute, 9 minutes. Chuck versus Shaq, the final game, 14 minutes. Post-game, 6 minutes. Desk Analyst, 22 minutes. And the ads totaled to 80 minutes out of the 3 hours. And only 41 minutes of total basketball. That's the problem. I mean, it's encompassing the NBA, where people are going to blame like effort, too many threes. I think the players were actually kind of trying. It was just the huge breaks and like the awful coverage. Holy shit! The entire time you have like Kevin Hart, Chuck, Shaq, Draymond Green saying this sucks. Our generation was better. All these guys do is shoot threes. They're soft. This All-Star game sucks. No one tries. This playoff, like, if they had positive people, it'd be so different. It's even with the local announcers, like Kate Scott and Ala for the Sixers. Ala talks about all the time because he played in like the 80s, how like soft sometimes like these bigs are like doing a turnaround jumper instead of like maybe you have kind of a mismatch like on a forward instead of just putting your body into them. It's just infuriating that like all like the commentators in the game are so negative and look back at everything. That's why the NFL is so much better, where they prop these players up. Like, I understand we're upset with Glaze, but I like that we glaze quarterbacks. Josh Allen gets glazed. Everyone gets glazed because, I mean, it's funny. It kind of can be annoying, but like Shaq talked about who the top 5 players in the NBA were right now, and he didn't have Giannis or Jokic. He barely put Jokic on. You hear that, Ben?
Yeah.
His top 5 was Steph, KD, LeBron, SGA, and I don't remember the other one. But he was like, I guess I'll do Jokic, but he kept Giannis off the top 5 current NBA players, like that are currently playing, not like all time. Like people are obsessed with old age, and it's annoying. I mean, I want to keep it moving, but I had to get my rant off about how much
Yeah.
better the NBA would be perceived by everyone if we were just propping up how much skill is NBA in the NBA. That's why they're just not chucking. That's why they're taking these threes, is because people are making them. The shot creation, the shot making is the most in the NBA history, and it's fun to watch. And people are just a bunch of fart sniffers that sit online and are dumb and lame and stupid and
Yeah.
idiots and dumb and dummies. Okay, enough of that. Let's hop into the census. I am sorry for the tangent.
It's all good.
Let's just jump into it. First question: who will win the Eastern Conference? Regular season. Who will win the Eastern Conference?
Oh, this is regular season?
That's what that means.
Oh, well then I know who I'm gonna
No,
pick.
you mean who's gonna make the finals out east?
Sure. It sounds like Kenneth. That's what Kenneth did, and that's what you did. But
So
yeah, let's do that.
All right. So I think
Who wants to start? Yeah, you go.
I think my Eastern Conference Finals matchup is
There's 4 picks. Okay, you're doing a matchup.
yeah, I'm doing the matchup. Is the Cavaliers and the New York Knicks.
Who you got coming out?
I've got the Cavaliers coming out on top of that one because I think both teams are going to get hot at the right time, especially New York, but they can be a little bit they don't have the as much like depth as Cleveland does this year.
Are you worried that they're going to burn out like they always do, like they
Yeah.
did last year?
Yeah,
Tibbs, I mean, again,
like
there might be talks about firing Tibbs because the level that he plays his guys the most in the NBA. And every single year they burned out last year, they got hurt. They just kept going down one by one.
that's
That's my
why
only problem with the Knicks.
yeah, that's why I don't have them making it to the finals.
That makes sense. You have
But
making them move on to the
I think
conference finals.
I think they get hot and then in the conference finals is when they start to burn out.
So you have I
out.
think you have the Knicks beating the Celtics, I guess. You have that in the series?
I guess, yeah. It depends on how the playoffs shape
because
up.
the Cavs will stay 1, Celtics will stay 2.
1. Knicks
So
are
they
3,
would only
yeah.
meet each other. They would only meet each other in the finals. So you're saying the Knicks would beat the Celtics?
Yeah.
I like it. The Celtics have been iffy. Ben, who do you have coming out of the East?
I have the Celtics coming out of the East.
Makes
Respectable.
sense. Yeah.
They're battle tested. They won it just last year, and I
Mhm.
mean the Celtics have been in the Eastern Conference Finals for like the past decade.
Yeah.
It seems like it. I mean they have 2 guys that can be the best player in the series. Um, there's maybe what
Kristaps and Jason Tatum.
2?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
there's
Jaylen
maybe
Brown.
2 players
I know.
that are better than the Jays. Maybe 3 players that are better than the Jays in the East. Giannis, Brunson, maybe, and Dame, maybe, and then it's Tatum,
Yeah.
and then Jaylen
I think
Brown.
Jaylen Brown is overrated. I'm a Jaylen Brown hater. He's really been mid. I don't.
Whenever Jaylen Brown's off the court, Tatum balls out.
Yeah, Brown has been weird. He needs to make it. He's not been shooting well this year.
Yeah.
The reason that he won Finals MVP, which I don't think he should have, because Tatum played defense, rebounded, assisted, steals, blocks. Everything was better except it was like a couple points off points per game. And Tatum obviously shot like shit, but Brown is a cool second option. He's big, so he can attack mismatches. Everyone can attack mismatches. They're a fucking huge team.
Oh, yeah.
You can't really attack anybody on that team. But yeah, I mean, Jaylen Brown segment. I think he's still all-star, but I think Tatum clears. I think other people in the East that are better than up there. I would have Donovan Mitchell right behind Tatum. He can just get hot like he did in the playoffs last year. I don't think he's to that level. Obviously, I think Tatum's a top 5 player, top 7.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I get you're not worried about the Celtics at all, Ben, on their little like 500 ball that they've been playing before the All-Star break.
Yeah, I
They've
mean
been they've gone.
they kind of cooled off, but I mean we still have two months left until the playoffs start. I'm not worried. I know like Kenny talked about having like giving finals winners too much slack when they
Yeah,
don't look as good, but I think they went through a rough
they're
patch,
not
but
sucking.
now they're starting to put it back together.
They
It's
were
not
also
like they're
without.
sucking.
They were
Kristaps a lot. They've
also
been
without
not healthy a
Kristaps.
while.
Yeah.
They
They've
have the
been weird.
best playoff rotation.
I love their rotation, and I think your point of them being battle tested is not something I thought about. This team, say what you will about continuity, that's what Joel has been upset about vocally for like the last like 5 years, is that he has a new starting 5 every year.
Uh-huh.
Like the Celtics have just this core has been together. Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Al Horford. Those guys are like rocks in a system.
Yeah.
And then obviously you have a great coach. Kristaps fits it so well. Drew Holiday fits it so well. I love the Celtics pick, and I guess I'm gonna get to mine now. I
Mm-hmm.
also have the Cavs.
Hey.
I am a huge fan of what they're doing. I think if Darius Garland stays at this level, it is so hard to stop this team. They have again, they have two amazing defensive centers. Mobley has not taken the leap, but he's stayed consistent on offense to where he's attacking mismatches. He's taking 3 threes a game, and he's making them at like a 40% clip. Donovan Mitchell is a nuclear scorer. He could score 35 in a series. Garland's playing great. They have so many bench players. I understand depth doesn't matter as much in the playoffs. That's why they traded two pieces away to kind of improve. Um, I really like the Cavs. I think the defense and their offensive firepower can carry them to the championship. I'm such a Mobley guy. I'm such a Garland guy. I think it's gonna happen this year. I understand they're still in a heater, but I love it. I love the Cavs. I'm such a huge fan of the Cavs. And fun fact, the defense is actually better when Mobley's on the floor without Jared Allen. So it's not like you take one of those guys off, and Jared Allen without Mobley is amazing too. You take one of those guys out because obviously you have the two center lineup to start with. There's no lineups that are ever going to be weak defensively, and that's the core of this team. And that's why I think that if the Celtics like weirdness of shooting consists throughout the playoffs, which I think it kind of will, and it'll hurt them sometimes. I have the Cavs win. It would be Celtics Cavs for me in the Eastern Conference Finals. But yeah,
Yeah.
we have two Cavs and Celtics. I
Yep.
would like if the Knicks can stay healthy though, I would love to see them come out.
Oh yeah.
And if Dame and Giannis become gods, then they maybe could get there.
All
And
right.
Embiid gets healthy.
All right.
Okay.
Now the
Obviously,
Western
with that first
Conference.
question, yeah, obviously, let's come. Who do you guys is who's coming out of the West? Ben, you want to start this one?
Yeah, I can start it. I think this one's easier to choose than the East. I have the Thunder coming out. Um, they have the deepest bench. They have an MVP
Someone cut out.
candidate.
Oh,
Probably
there you go.
they have the front runner. They have yep, they have a MVP candidate. They have defense player of the year runner up most likely because it's Wemby's award. And they have J-Dub, another all-star on their team. I mean, they have the best record in the West by 10 games, and they've just been dominating people, even with Chet missing most of the season thus far. I mean, they've just looked amazing, and I don't, I don't, I don't see any other Western Conference team in the same tier as them. They might be like 2 tiers above everybody else because you have the Thunder, and then I mean, I guess next you have I I don't even I I literally I don't know.
The Nuggets.
I mean, I guess, but they just they have Jokic and that's about it. Like Jokic
The best
is
player in the world still, in my
yeah,
opinion.
his supporting cast has not been doing him any
It's
favors
iffy.
this year.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's literally just what Christian Braun, uh, Jamal Murray, Aaron
Jamal's
Gordon.
played good the last month.
Yeah. Aaron Gordon.
MPJ's also been good the last month.
Yeah.
Aaron Gordon's been in and out of the lineup. He's kind of been hurt. And Russell Westbrook has been really good.
I forgot he was on the team.
He's been great. I'm gonna send you a video of someone just breaking down Russ. Russ has been unlocked. He's the best passer Jokic has ever played with.
Yeah.
And Russ still has like athleticism left from the tank. He just can't shoot. But he's not even taking threes anymore. He's not taking mid-range shots.
Yeah.
He's just playing hard defense, dribbling, being a second ball handler, and creating like downhill pressure and passing. But that's besides the point. Kenneth, who do you have coming out of the West?
So, I kind of have a wild card making it out of here, but I'm gonna go with the matchup. I've got the Thunder and the Timberwolves in the Western Conference Final. And I think the Timberwolves make it out. I think
Wow.
Anthony Edwards is just gonna ball the fuck out, and I've seen the Thunder crumble a little bit at first glance or at first hand. In the NBA Cup. I think they're just gonna be too young. They don't really have that much like deep playoff experience. Neither does the Timberwolves, but like they've got more playoff experience. Yeah, they've got more experience than the Thunder, especially with Gobert, Nas Reed, all them. They can definitely ball out. Anthony Edwards, that's about it. I don't really know that much of a no more. I don't know.
Nickeil Alexander-Walker
Yeah,
has been really good.
Yeah, I think the
Jaden
Timberwolves
Daniels is good
are.
at defense. So.
I think the Timberwolves come out and make it to the finals.
I'm gonna staunchly disagree with you. I think Anthony Edwards. I mean, he's having the greatest shooting season. Like not the greatest, but the best shooting season this year. His pull-up threes are disgusting, and he's also even getting downhill a little more, which was the one complaint this year. Their fundamental team composition is bad. Julius Randle can't shoot threes. Rudy Gobert can't shoot threes. It's impossible to attack the paint on offense when you have two guys that are black holes on offense. Even Rudy Gobert, when you give him a post touch, he'll put up a shitty shot. And Julius Randle, he can be good maybe one out of every five, one out of every four. I think Anthony Edwards is an amazing player. I like Nickeil Alexander-Walker a lot. Nas Reed has been on an unbelievable heater the last couple of weeks. He's been off his rocker. He's so fun to watch. Rudy Gobert has declined defensively, which is the only reason he's semi-playable. And Julius Randle does not play winning basketball. They've been fluctuating from the play-in to like the 4 seed in little high. They've just been kind of going all around that all year because literally they'll win 4 games in a row and they'll lose 4 games in a row. They'll win 5 games in a row. They'll lose 3 games in a row. Like it's like if Julius Randle was playing good, they'll win a couple, but Julius Randle just like never plays good. So maybe Ant can like just go absolutely nuclear and take him there, and then maybe Jaden McDaniels hits threes, which he has not been able to do. He's still great defensively, and Mike Conley turns up a little, but yeah, they're a year or they're probably 2 years off. Rob Dillingham maybe somehow provides stuff as a rookie, but the T Wolves are not in my contenders list at all. But I do love Ant. Ant is sick.
Yeah.
As for my finals pick, I think you heard a little me arguing the Nuggets and how good they are. I have the Nuggets coming out of the West.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that.
My tiers for the West go, of course, OKC first, then Nuggets, then Lakers. I really wanted to play with the Lakers because they're going to have like an unbelievable offense, but they don't have a center. Alex Lynn sucks. Jackson Hayes can be fine on offense, but he's just not good. Like he's athletic, but he's not athletic in a way where you can like stick with people, play okay perimeter defense, and get blocks. He's just like fast and can jump high. And for OKC, my arguments for them is that it's happened a lot this year. They've only had a couple games all year where one of their players doesn't score 30. They're not a good team offense. They're the best perimeter defense almost maybe all time. And Chet and Hardenstein are a great just great front court in general. But J-Dub regressed from being a good offensive player to a offensive player in the playoffs last year. And now this regular season, he's been a offensive player. And even if he sticks with that's not a good second option. Chet can make stuff happen. They have a bunch of like guys that can play basketball, but the offense in a lot of these games, they don't play close games. I don't know what the statistic is exactly, but they play like the least close games in the league. They just blow people out, which is, I know it's a weird argument to make because obviously that's amazing, but they don't have close game experience. Playoff games are going to get close. And when it comes down to it, they're like Shea, carry us. Shea, carry us on offense. Maybe another guy will get hot and make some crazy shots, just crazy shot making. But that's all just to bring the OKC. I think OKC is still a great team. Saying all that, I think the Nuggets, I think Jokic can go on another heater. I think the one problem with the Nuggets right now for the last like month is like the defense. The defense is obviously the problem. Like Jamal's been playing good, MPJ's been playing good. Like that they're starting to get back to like, okay, they're good players. They got paid for a reason. Christian Braun is a good defender. He's a better defender than KCP. And he might even be better offensively because he attacks the glass and shoots. So that's a hot take that Christian Braun's better than KCP. But I really think we've seen this team defend well in the past, and I think they have the ability to raise their defense to a respectable enough level to where Jokic can just go on another all-time heater. And I'm going to trust Jokic. I think the West is more open than people think, just with OKC having those problems I mentioned, and also they are young. They have it's kind of like the Cavs where they have so much depth, but how much does that help? You're not running like an 11-man lineup in the playoffs. But yeah, that's where I'm standing. It's obviously Nuggets, OKC. Those are the best teams, and then we'll see who else fights out. But that is those are my finals matchup. Nuggets, Cavs. And
Well,
who's winning the finals? That's the next question.
we'll go with you on this one.
I mulled over this one. I went back and forth, but I picked the Cavs. If they get here, I think Darius Garland is going to keep this play up. And when you have Mitchell, Garland, I mean, how many people? Struess,
LeVert.
Jerome, Karis LeVert, Karis LeVert, yeah. Mobley's still great. I mean, Mobley and Allen is like arguably some of the best people you can throw at Jokic because I don't know if you remember earlier this year, Sabonis like really made Jokic fight for it. Like he weirdly sometimes struggles with those shorter centers that get really physical.
Yeah.
But he also and like they literally can throw both punches. Jared Allen is only like 6'11". They can throw like big, strong, stocky center at him, and then they can also throw like the Chet Holmgren, the Wembanyama, the Mobley guy at him, along with having like big guys. Just like they boosted their wing depth.
Yeah.
I have the Cavs winning that series. I don't know like predictions, but it'd probably go 7. I have no idea, but yeah, I have Cavs, Nuggets, Cavs squeak it out. Cavs are champions again. Who wants to if you guys want to chime in on either my Nuggets or Cavs pick, please shoot as well. But if not, we just keep rolling. Who do you guys have winning the finals?
Since you have the Cavs, I'm just gonna say mine because I have the Cavs in the finals. I also have the Timberwolves in the finals. That matchup is obviously gonna go to the Cavaliers because they're the better team. I think they'll win it in 5 or 6. If that matchup somehow happens. But I do love Nuggets, Cavs. I also love Thunder's Cavs in the finals. I think the Cavs just have best depth. They have the bench, like one of the bench. Jesus, they have one of the best bench lineups in the league. So like in case if anybody gets hurt in the run, then like let's say Darius Garland gets hurt, Karis LeVert or whoever's on the bench can come in. If Jared Allen gets hurt, Evan Mobley can come in immediately and play. And I just think that they're just playing overall amazing team basketball this year.
And we both have the Cavs. Ben, who do you have? Your finals matchup is OKC Celtics, the two favorites. What do you got coming out?
Yep. I have the Celtics winning.
Ooh.
Because again, like I said, they're battle tested. And the Thunder is still young. I like the Celtics. They lost their first finals appearance in a while. They lost to the Warriors. That's when they won without Katie, and Curry got his Finals MVP. I think that'll probably happen to the Thunder again. They're going to go against a team that's been there, done that literally last year, and just the level of just how much experience the Celtics roster has is going to outweigh the young Thunder team. But that being said, I think it goes without saying that the Thunder are probably going to run the NBA for the next 5 to 10 years as it looks right now. The roster is so good and they're all young and they have so much draft capital. You have the Celtics winning, and that's why.
I'm shocked OKC didn't get Cam Johnson. That would have been such a good pick because you add like the offense would run so much smoother with a third guy. I get Chet's a third guy, but he's not a take you off the dribble guy. He's a guy you give it to in the post and then shoot threes. He can create for himself, but that's not what you want. Like at least right now in his early career, you get a Cam Johnsonless team. You have Shea, J Dub, Cam, and Chet. Like that is a team I'd pick. I can't believe they didn't go get him. I think they should have, but they're keeping their picks. And again, this is why this team is so insane. They could trade so much. They have so much young talent, and they could just package to get anybody they want.
Yeah,
they could go get they could fuck around and get Joel Embiid next year. Yeah, get KD, get Joel. Like, I know they probably wouldn't because he's literally dead. What if they just sit him the entire season? They plan the last month to ramp him up, and they just throw him in the lineup. Hey, here it is. I'm just saying. I know that was Joel Embiid and his knees. Please tank. We have the odds right now. If we don't get a top 10, if we're in the play-in, guess who gets our pick?
Thunder.
It's a OKC. Yeah, if we miss the play-in, we get to keep our own pick, and we're in the lottery odds to get like a great player. I don't want to say
Cooper Flag.
Yeah, Flag. What's the guy from Baylor's name?
Oh, Baylor. I don't know.
Oh, fuck. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I like him a lot, but yeah, that's OKC is going to be great for years to come. But Ben, you said you have the Celtics. Yeah. Can't argue that. Great team. Okay, that's all of our playoff predictions. Let's go to regular season awards. Who will win the MVP this year? Very tight race going to the All-Star break.
Yes.
Who wants to start us off?
I will start us off. I think Jokic is going to win it. He's currently averaging a triple-double right now. He's got 30, 12, and 12 or something right now.
He's ridiculous.
Yeah. And the closest players to him is the triple-double mark is Giannis and Tatum. I think Tatum's closer than Giannis or something. I don't know. I don't remember. I looked it up earlier. I don't have it pulled up right now. But I would say my other options for this award would be this is my top 5 is obviously Jokic winning it. this is in no order, but SGA, Giannis, Ant, and Tatum. Those are my top 5 picks in no order, except for Jokic winning it.
Yeah, I think it always comes down to this, but it's going to come down to that last month of basketball.
Yeah.
It's tough. I think it's going to be Shea. He's so unbelievably efficient, and he does carry this offense. Like, he is the offense on this team. When he goes off, the offense gets a lot worse per 100. Just it's pretty shocking how much he does for this team and how much like he's kept them afloat without Chet. Now that they have Chet back, they're not going to slow down. They're just going to get better. So I think they're going to have a stronger finish to the season, and I'm gonna ride with Shea with this one. But I think I would rather Jokic win it. I think I'd pick Jokic, but I think Shea will win.
And the betting odds right now is Shea is minus 500 to win MVP, and Jokic is plus 400.
Not bad.
Shea is pretty heavily favored.
It's because Shea's like averaging 36 points.
No, 30.
But I was
insanely
gonna
efficient.
say Shea, and then I looked up the stats, and I flipped Jokic.
If I had a vote, I'd pick Jokic.
Yeah.
So last year, obviously, Jokic won the MVP and Shea was the runner-up. Last year, Jokic had 26, 12, and 9 on.
And this year, keep going.
Last year,
yeah,
26, 12, and 9, 62% from 2-point, 36% from 3, 81% from free throw. And this year, he is up 3 points per game. He is up over 1 assist a game. He is up half a rebound a game. His 3-point percentage right now is 45% from 3. Is insane.
Yep.
His 2-point percentage has taken a 3% dip, and his free throw is about the same. And so he won the MVP over Shea last year, and his numbers got better. Shea from last year, his runner-up year, to this year, his points are up points per game from 30 to 32. He has more turnovers. He has less assists. He has less rebounds, and is shooting worse from 3.
He's shooting ridiculous.
So,
his true shooting percentage. He shoots better from 2 than Shaq did his MVP seasons. That's ridiculous, and he's taking middies.
Yeah, Jokic is 59.7% from 2,
I was
and
telling SGA.
Shea is 59.4% from 2.
It's ridiculous. I mean, again, I'd pick Jokic.
So what I'm getting at is that Jokic edged out Shea last year, and this year Jokic got better statistically, and Shea got worse statistically. And obviously, the difference is last year the Thunder and the Nuggets were tied for the 1 seed in the West, and this year the Thunder are 44-10, and the Nuggets are 36-19. The Nuggets are still a 3rd seed. They're tied for the 2nd seed with the Grizzlies. I think it should be Jokic because of his ridiculous stats. I think voters fatigue his effect. Always a gray area how much team success could weigh into winning MVP. But the Nuggets are still the 3rd seed.
Yeah. Shaq was arguing Donovan Mitchell should be in the top. No, he shouldn't. God, Shaq is such an idiot. Slipped there. That was close. I don't think Shaq's basketball takes are not smart. He's not smart. He doesn't watch the game. Yeah. I don't know why he has anything to say. Big dumb idiot. Okay. Any other talk on MVP?
Nah.
Again, when we get close, these are just like early predictions. When we get close, we'll actually cast our votes like the NBA. And right now, my vote is casted for Jokic. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna change.
Mine is
But
Jokic as well.
yeah, this is a fun one. If you were a GM, who would you start a franchise with if you couldn't pick Wemby? Who wants to start
I
this
guess
one?
I'll
Again,
start.
this one's fun. I like this one a lot.
So,
What's up?
mine would be Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 first round pick.
Oh, that. I think it's between
I'm
that
just
guy
kidding.
and one other guy. Yeah, Luka. Again.
It's Luka.
Yeah.
He's 25 years old. That's the big thing. The only guys that are better than him are Giannis and Jokic, and they're both 29 and 30. So, Luka is 5 years younger, and he is almost as good as them. He's a tier under them. He he elevates his teammates, unlike a Giannis guy where you have to put shooters around him for him to
He's
be
also
most
30.
efficient. Yeah, I'm just saying like Luka is a player. He is a amazing playmaker, and even if
Mhm.
he has bums around him, he'll get them the ball, create open shots for them, and unlike somebody like Giannis who needs shooters around him or else just gonna build a wall and then that's it. So I think it's pretty clearly Luka, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Luka's one of those guys like Jokic that you put bums around him and he'll make you a playoff team. Just straight up.
Hmm.
It's Luka, Jokic, and the guy I'd start my franchise around SGA.
I love it.
I what?
I love it.
The argument, another thing with the MVP thing, is how unbelievable Shea is at defense. He is an elite defender. Like people, he like the offense go back and forth. The same thing with Joel. Like Joel is an elite, like offensive player. On off numbers are great, just like SGA. He carries his team, just like SGA, and he's a better defender. That's why Jokic. I mean, that's why Embiid and Jokic always had those arguments. Like obviously Jokic is a better offensive player, but Embiid does both offense and defense, and SGA is it is. It was really close. I think the options are SGA or Luca probably, but I went back
Maybe
and forth on it. Ant's fun too. Ant is an interesting player. I'll see who Kenneth picks, and I'll give my thoughts on Ant or whoever. But
Well,
if you look on how good SGA like this year, he's improved. I understand, like you said, the turnovers and stuff. But if you look at his overall, just his impact on the game, the offensive numbers for OKC, it's similar to Jokic. It's the on-off stuff. It's like SGA with the defense, and I guess he's also never been hurt, and he's only 26. I had to pick a young guy, but yeah, it was between Luca and SGA, and SGA barely edged him out because of how good he is defensively. Like, there's never going to be a series if SGA is a perfect team around him where he gets attacked defensively like Luca will. I think the floor is higher with SGA, but the ceiling is a little higher with Luca just on how like transcendent he can be on offense. Like another level between SGA. But yeah, I have SGA. Oh, how about you, Kenneth?
so I went with someone that's pretty young, someone that's pretty like he can be a star in like a year or two. Like he'll be a really like top like 10 guy or like no like top 5 ish. Um, I said either Tyrese Maxey or Anthony Edwards. But if I want like a younger guy that I can build that'll be like a cornerstone guy, I would definitely pick Anthony Edwards. Not only because he's a small forward and he could probably play shooting guard. He is a shooting guard, but he could play small forward as well. I think both Maxey and Edwards are pretty young players, obviously. They're excellent cornerstone guys that I think I can run a franchise with. and have some success in the playoffs. And I'll be like the Thunder's head coach and trade for like a bunch of picks and ball out.
I think Ant is up there. He's probably top 5 for people because we haven't seen the levels he can get to, but he can take over a game like a Donovan Mitchell offensively, and he is a good defender. Again, he's like Michael Jordan and stuff. I get like the thing, but the comparison, but the mentality, he does his best to make people better around him. And if you just didn't happen to have the most apathetic shit fuck Julius Randle, then I think
Yeah.
he's a great leader too. Um, but I do disagree. I think SGA and Luca have a higher ceiling and a higher floor. I think you put SGA and Luca on this Timberwolves team, it immediately gets better. Um, like I would have them almost in like full on contender range just because you have those two players. But in for the Maxi pick, gotta love Maxi.
Yeah.
When he's on, he's on. He'll go on some hot shooting streaks, but he's tiny
Yeah.
and he's not good
That's
at
why
defense.
yeah, I only picked him because he's young and I know
He's a dog.
I know I can add him to my squad, but I don't think he'll be like
He's a
a
great like he's not a 1A player, but he is a 2A player.
yeah.
Or
He's
he's
still
he's like
like
he's an elite second option.
yeah.
Like you saw in the Knicks series, and you see him trying to carry this bum ass Sixers team,
Oh yeah.
putting the team on his back. Yeah, like
He's
they're
no
not winning all the games, but when he's unbelievable, they will. Like when he scores 40 every single game in 1 week, they might win a couple. But
yeah.
yeah, Mac is great young player.
Yeah.
Obviously, would you fun question? Would you guys have Luca over Ben? Would you have Luca over Wemby?
No.
I was wondering because I would. That's why I added that because I would pick Wemby
Yeah.
in a heartbeat, not even a question.
Yeah.
But last question. Another kind of fun. Who would you pick? Which team has the best young core outside of OKC? Because every single person on the OKC core, except for iHeart, is and Caruso, are fucking young and like limitless potential. But let's hear it. What do you guys who do you guys have as the best young core? Ben answered the first couple last time. Kenneth, you want to give this one?
Yeah, I'll go with the Houston Rockets on this one.
Mm-hmm.
They have Amin Thompson, Alperen Şengün, Jalen Green, Jabari Smith, and a rookie in Reed Shepard. And they're like almost right behind OKC in terms of young guys or of like a young and a good future.
What do you guys consider the cutoff for young? I think it's like 25 and younger and under.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
Because
that I mean,
if you're saying 25 and younger, then Shea's 26. So
yeah, no. Well,
yeah,
he outside of him, they
yeah,
have. I mean, he's still but yeah, you can't pick OKC. They got the best one.
yeah.
Ben, what do you Ben? Who did you pick?
I also picked the Rockets, but since Kenneth picked them, I'll give you something else. I'd say
You
Memphis
Memphis.
Grizzlies,
Yeah.
just
Sorry, I'm so sorry. Why did I do it?
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, they have
they have so many
Vince
pieces. They're
Prager,
so good at developing.
J, Jalen Wells,
Love Wells.
Gigi,
Zach Edey.
How old is Salty? Santi.
Salty Adama.
Santi Aldama.
He's pretty.
He's young. Yeah. He's
He's
young. He's
kind of
good.
up there.
They have so many.
Oh,
No, they have so
Oh,
many
there.
players.
He's
How old
oh,
is
24.
he's
how old is
24. 24.
Yeah, he's young. They have Memphis has so many good players,
Yeah.
and I think if you're a young player,
They're-
like you might want to really go to Memphis because they develop people so well.
The
Like
oldest guy on their
they might.
roster is Luke Kennard, and he's 28.
Yep.
That's crazy.
And John
Like who
Conchar.
they have
And
so
Brandon Clark.
like Scottie Pippen Jr., Jake
Oh yeah.
LaRavia. Who else did they? They got Jay Huff from the Nuggets. They just have so many players that they bring to the next level. I think Zach Edey, it's a perfect place for him to get better. They have so many young
Especially
players.
with
I
Jaren
love the Memphis
Jackson to
pick.
teach
Yeah.
him.
Oh, Jaren Jackson. Yeah, Jaren Jackson is better than Ja
Yeah.
this year, at least. Ja's been so mid, and that I think if we're speaking on playoffs, just speaking on Memphis, if Ja gets back to like the level he was at, I think they can go on a run, but not currently. Like Desmond Bain at least got back to normal. He started off bad, but yeah, Ja's
Ja
been
is averaging 21, 4, 7 on 45% from the field.
yeah, that is atrocious. That is his efficiency is just awful. He's taking it's pretty bad. He needs to be a lot better. Jaren Jackson, he has some of the most underrated touch in the league. His touch shots around the rim, floaters, just getting the ball up there. He is so fun to watch. Jaren has become a better scorer. I know his rebounding is still a problem. It'll always be a problem. But if Zach Edey can, I guess, evolve his play to be like an elite rim protector, you have Jaren kind of as the Giannis role, where like the second someone drives in the paint, Lopez, Edey's playing the Lopez role. He slows him down, and then Giannis shows up. The paint can just be untouchable, and then you have people like Ja's an okay defender, Bane's a good defender, Pippen's a good defender, Wells is a great defender, Gigi Jackson. I forgot we haven't even talked about Gigi Jackson's a great defender. Like,
I brought
and
him
then
up.
Memphis can be really good. You did. I'm sorry. Gigi's so fun. He's been hurt all year, but he's back.
And Jaren Jackson
Yeah.
Jr. is averaging 23,
Mhm.
6 and 2 on 50% from the field.
I love it. I love Jaren Jackson Jr. so much. But
1.5
I
blocks
did
a
not.
game, 1.5 steals a game.
I did not pick either of those teams as my young player, mainly because I'm going for superstar upside, and
The Spurs.
I think what
The Spurs.
it's not the Spurs. It's not the Spurs
Detroit.
because no, the Spurs are third for me. Wemby carries them that hard.
Magic.
It's the Magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Magic. I am a Franz believer, and I've been convinced to be a Paolo believer. I think they have unbelievable upside. Franz was torching teams after Paolo went down. Now both of them have came back recently, and it's been a weird fit. Paolo's not going to the paint as much, but that of first week and a half of Paolo, and then Franz taking the torch after he went down. I watched a lot. I watched a lot of Magic games, and I was convinced these guys can be stars. I mean, Franz is 23, Paolo's 22, and speaking on guys around them, I think Jalen Suggs is already kind of a Derek White, almost Drew Holiday like guy, where he's an unbelievable defender who can even like help an offense in the clutch with like secondary ball handling and just being another offensive creator. Goga Batazi is one of the most underrated players in the league. I know you hear him talk about on numbers on the board, Ben, of like how they'll ask him to play 5 minutes one night and then get in the starting lineup and play 40. Have you heard? Do you remember them talking about that?
Talks about that literally
Tristan,
every single pod.
yeah, exactly. Goga is so sick. Tristan, this was awesome. Cole Anthony's iffy. We don't know. We talk about him. Anthony Black's cool. Like Jonathan Isaac. How old is Jonathan Isaac? He's not. I don't think he's super old,
Like
but I don't think
26,
he's.
27 is my guess.
He's
Yeah, so I mean
27.
he's kind of young. Jonathan Isaac is a great defender though. Wendell sucks. Who else is on the team that's young?
Mac
I
McClung
think
is
no.
26.
That dude is not on the team.
Yeah, he is.
He's on the G
Jet
League.
Howard. Jet Howard's. I like Jet Howard in the future. But yeah, I think Paolo and Franz, I really do think they'll be like will be when after the next era of basketball is shoehorned in and Giannis and Jokic are even too old. It's going to be SGA, Luca, Ant, Franz, Paolo, Cade, Jared McCain. You know, all like the next superstars.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's why I picked the Magic. But I mean, I think it's Magic, Rockets, Memphis, and Spurs carried by Wemby. I think those are all the great picks. And the Kenneth, you said for the Pistons, they're not that young.
The
It's
who?
kind of Cade. The Pistons are
Oh
not really
yeah,
young.
yeah,
Just Cade. Everyone else is
yeah.
old.
Or
Jaden
or
Ivey's
Pistons.
young. Yeah. What?
Or Pistons. They've
Yeah.
been
Listen,
rebuilding for
I
so many
Yeah.
years.
They're a
yeah.
playoff
So
team right
bad.
Hopefully they
now.
make. At least they're competitive now.
They are
That's fun.
Yep.
sixth
And
right
I
now.
mean, who's had worse? Who's had a worse go at it? Is it
Bulls.
the Pistons or the Hornets?
Um, the
I
Pistons.
think
Like,
I,
what do
I
you
think it's
mean?
the Hornets. I think they're the
I think
most tortured team. I mean, I think Cade is better than LaMelo.
I mean, what about the
LaMelo
Wizards?
plays fun basketball, but like even when they hit on picks, they don't stay healthy like Mark Williams. Like they hit on that pick. They barely hit on picks. They hit on Mark, never healthy. Brandon Ingram hurt both years already.
Yeah,
LaMelo, like we don't even know if he's like a real winning player, and I'm being serious about that. Like I understand, like what do you mean winning player? Like he genuinely doesn't play defense, and he can be cool on offense, but we've never seen him play meaningful basketball. I think I hope the Hornets get Cooper Flag and Mark Williams is healthy, and Brandon Ingram are healthy. I mean Brandon Miller. Oops. I'm praying the Hornets become relevant sometime because they have such cool jerseys. I like Charlotte. Cool. It's a cool city that's on the up and up. My cousin lives there.
that's why I picked the Hornets in my in 2K
Yeah, they're
uh
just such a
to be the
tortured team. They've never
GM.
been good. They've been so dog shit forever.
Yeah,
But yeah, that was the NBA census. I hope you guys enjoyed us blabber about the NBA for a little bit. Haven't done that
for an hour.
ever. It's been NFL mainly.
yep.
But yeah, let's keep it moving. Do you guys what do you guys want to do next? You want to do tackle the NFL, MLB,
We'll just tackle
NHL?
what's happening around the sports world, I guess. You know,
I mean, actually, yeah. Let's talk
let's
about how insane the America Canada game was. Was that 2 nights ago?
it was last night.
That
Or it
was
was yesterday.
was
Yesterday. I think it
it
was
was Sunday?
yesterday. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm tripping. I'm my
Yeah.
days are off.
I'm pretty sure
I
it was
mean,
yesterday.
I'm sure you guys have seen on social media,
Yeah.
but Canada boos the national
Oh no,
anthem.
it was Saturday. It was Saturday, yeah.
It was Saturday. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Canada boos the national anthem, and there's 3 fights in 9 seconds.
Yep.
Right off, you have what's the dude fight? What's the dude's name that fought
I
first?
think
I
the
already
first
forgot.
one was Brady Kachuk. I don't know who the
Yeah, and then
Canadian
his brother.
was, and then Matthew Kachuk, and I
Then
don't
his
know.
brother pulls up,
I don't know who the third one was.
and remember the third one was near a goal, and like
Yeah,
3 people fought at once.
yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome, and then of course the most American thing ever, we beat them in Canada, make
After
all their stupid fans go home.
yeah,
Like this
after
is we don't even care. We don't even really care about like NHL hockey is like fourth in our like how like sports we care about. It
yeah,
goes it goes football, probably basketball because at
Probably
NBA
baseball.
basketball and
and
baseball are
college.
like 2 and 3.
They are. I'm also including college, and
Yeah,
I mean, March Madness is what. So I was including both,
yeah,
Yeah.
I
and then
yeah,
obviously baseball,
and then
and then it's
hockey.
NHL. Yeah, like or just hockey. Yeah, like this isn't even our main sport, and we still beat you, you stupid Canadians. Welcome to the United States, 51st state of the United States, Canada. Boom. Anybody else want to talk about it? I did watch the Canadian game today where they beat up on Finland. So the championship is set. It is USA Canada,
Versus
which
Canada.
is
Yep,
it's gonna be fun. It's in USA. Where is it? Is it in Boston?
I think it is. Yeah, in TD
Yeah,
Garden.
it's gonna be in Boston. Yeah, so that'll
That's
be
where they're
so sick.
playing it. That's where they're
I'll
playing
be tuning
Sweden
in.
currently right now. Sweden is up two
However,
to
that
one, but
it doesn't matter though.
half of our team
Yeah, it doesn't matter. We're already in the
off.
championship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
That was. I'll definitely be watching.
Oh
That'll be
yeah.
sick.
T Higgins got franchise tagged.
I hate
Today.
that. The Cincinnati owner should be in jail or
Oh yeah.
killed. This is a satire podcast.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, keep going. Yeah.
Um,
Was
that's
that was so
realistically.
stupid.
I saw somewhere that I don't know if it's real buzz or not, but someone said that Browns are looking at Aaron Rodgers as one of the top candidates for us. Pray for us. We need it.
Yeah. Are you just gonna sit on Deshaun's contract and let him die?
I have no idea. I don't know.
How did you guys you guys restructured it, right?
Yeah,
I,
they did.
I don't. I
How'd you
think
restructure it?
That they're basically locked in to him for the next 3 years.
3? Oh my god! If I think it'd be stupid for him to get Aaron Rodgers.
It might be
I mean,
2 years. I don't know. I
I hope it's
know
2
there's a year after
this
this
year.
upcoming year. If there's
Yeah.
another one.
Like, what is Aaron Rodgers gonna do for you, Kenneth? Do you want to
I
be
don't.
competitive this year?
I don't know if we. I don't know.
Because that's like a semi-competitive move. Just tank.
Yeah.
Or get a young guy and suck for another year and get Arch Manning.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know. I mean, yeah,
like we take
Aaron
like
Rodgers, I don't know.
we take like Abdul Carter, Travis Hunter,
Yeah.
and then we tank for Arch.
A great player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arch. Who else? Carson Beck if he balls out.
No.
That's only
you're tanking for Arch.
That's only if he's like balling out, but we're tanking for Arch for sure.
Where is he on? Is he on Tennessee? Where is he? Texas? What does he go to?
Texas, yep.
Texas. Ugh, nasty. That's gonna be so fun. I cannot wait till those two teams play each other.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. Rest in peace, T. Just let him go. I mean, again, if this isn't even a guarantee that they'll keep him, but this is a guarantee that if a team wants him, they have to go through trades and a contract talk before they even make the trade. It's just a greedy owner making it hard. What a bastard, man. Any other news around the NFL?
Myles Garrett, top contenders, commies.
I've seen. Yeah, that would hurt. Yep. But it's not enough to stop the bird.
Exactly.
We'll make their defense fun at least. I mean, but who's the one? I mean, if there's one offensive line that could stop Myles Garrett, it's the Eagles. I mean, they literally we had a game plan where they never allowed one sack from Aaron Donald, or it was like Lane Johnson never did. It's just if it's the 1-0 line that can stop Myles Garrett, it's ours. But he can transform their defense. He can transform any defense. He's that good. Yeah, I would not like to see him come to our division. Unless you're on our team. Yeah. Okay. Any other news around the NFL? Ben, you got any Falcons news?
No. People are saying we need to cut Kirk Cousins after he lied about his injury. But
is there any traction in trades?
No. But I'd rather
That's the dream.
keep him as a backup than cut him. We only eat $10 more million. It's $50 million instead of $40 million. And I mean, a backup quarterback can be like $5-ish million anyways.
That's a good point. And Kirk's a fine backup. Like he's not.
He'd probably be the best in the league.
Yeah, exactly. Not a good starter, but they're backup. Yeah, that's it from the NFL. We got one more sports to talk about. Want to roll into the MLB? Kenneth, you could take this away.
All right. So there's some extensions that happened today, especially an hour ago. Geraldo Perdomo of the Arizona Diamondbacks agrees to an extension, and it was $45 million for 4 years. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know what position he plays, but I do know that he is a pretty solid ball player because he's probably young. I'm looking him up right now so I can have an excuse. He's a shortstop, second baseman, and a third baseman. He's 25 years old. Let's check his baseball reference page, obviously. That's where we are. Last year, he didn't really have a great season, but he did bat 273. I feel like only reason why they're doing that is because he's a young guy, and his projection is to have double the amount of what he had last year. He was an all-star in 2023. I'm assuming he got injured last year because he went from 144 games to 98 last season, so I'm assuming that's why his numbers were down. But that's most of the moves for today in recent memory. Did we cover Alex Bregman last week?
Yes.
Yeah. I still have my Alex Bregman. Obviously, Alex Bregman is insane. Especially to the Red Sox. That's gonna be a really tough division over there in the AL East because they've got Kenley Jansen, Walker Buehler, and all that. Do y'all have any predictions for the MLB divisions? Like, who do y'all think is gonna win the divisions?
Dodgers.
Yeah, it's the only one I'm confident on.
Dodgers is the most confident choice.
Yankees.
Yankees, that's a good pick. That's a decent pick.
I don't follow MLB. I couldn't even tell you.
Yeah. Well,
I don't have enough knowledge.
speaking of not following the MLB, we have a quiz. Woo!
Woo!
So, I've got a baseball player's generator loaded up on my screen. They cannot see it. I've also got a scoreboard for the people that obviously, need the scoreboard. Hold on. I'm going to fix my OBS real quick. And no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So I've got 10 players for each of y'all. Do y'all want to work together and guess their position, or do y'all want to go against each other?
Ben, you choose.
We can work together.
All right. So
Carry me.
y'all have
Please carry me.
20 MLB players. Y'all have to
Okay.
guess their positions, and you have
Okay.
and yeah.
Just their position.
Yeah, just their
Yep,
position.
positions.
Just their position.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. I'm going to change the scoreboard to right versus wrong. All right. 20 players. Here we go. And your first player is Francisco Lindor.
I know this. Do you, Andrew?
Is he a midfielder?
It's not a position.
That's
Middle field. What's that called? Uh-oh. Am I tripping?
Do you need to look up the positions?
Good God. I might.
You're welcome.
What's
I'll get
there's left field, there's right field. What's whatever.
center field, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
What's the guess?
What is he?
What's the guess here?
Shortstop.
Shortstop? That is correct.
I was in between that and center field.
Yep. Y'all can get if y'all give me the backup position, because like there's people up here that plays two positions. If you say whichever one, then it's
Freddie
right.
Freeman switched to third base because he felt bad because he was taking the starting job from the first baseman when he came back from injury.
In LA?
No, in ATL.
Well,
My
this is current.
baseball knowledge is only what I've learned from baseball doesn't exist.
I love baseball. It doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
All right, your next player. This is also really easy. Aaron Judge.
Designated hitter. Uh-oh. Guys, I don't know baseball. First
I
base.
don't actually know. I think I know he's actually. I do know that he's an outfielder. I don't know
Oh my
what
god, I don't know
side.
anything.
Which part of the
Midfield.
outfield?
No, he's gonna be right field. He's a right
Right
fielder.
field.
He's a right fielder.
Right field.
100%. He's a right fielder.
That is one of his positions, and that is correct. He did start off as a right fielder, and he moved to center field because of what's his face? I don't fucking know.
They have
Giancarlo
speed
Stanton.
on both sides.
Yeah, I don't know who plays right field for them. I think it's Aldualdo. I don't know. Next player. Andrew should know this one. JT Real Muto.
JT's what's it called? Not a center. Catcher.
That is your final answer?
Yeah.
All
JT
right.
Real Muto.
That is correct.
No. Wait. Yes.
That's correct.
You're right. That's
All right.
me.
This one is kind of iffy. I don't know if y'all will get this one, but this will test your ball knowledge a little bit. Yu Darvish.
Ben?
I know this. He's a pitcher.
Say it.
Yup.
Oh.
I'll
I
just
always want to give you first try.
if y'all say pitcher,
I don't even
starting
know what that
pitcher, relief pitcher, closing pitcher,
He's a starting pitcher.
yeah, you have to. I'll say you have to be somewhat specific on the pitchers. Yeah.
He's a starter.
Yep. Ben,
Yep.
this one should be easy for you. It's Ozzy Albies.
He's third, right? Ben? I'm just guessing. You give me the chance to guess. Your turn.
I think he's a shortstop.
Ben?
I think.
I'm gonna need to get it
Or
quick.
second base.
Which one's your final answer?
Second base.
That is correct.
Boop, 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 boop.
5 for 5. This next one is probably one of the most difficult ones. It gets harder as we go on. As we get later. This one is Madison Bumgarner.
Know that name. Don't know what team he plays on.
He is a really
know-
good star.
I know he's a pitcher. I think he's a reliever or a closer.
He's my final answer. I have no idea. Kenneth?
He is a pitcher. I don't know if he's a relieving pitcher as of right now because he's old, but I do know that he is a pitcher, and we'll give it to you because we don't know if he's old. I don't know if he's starting or not. He's not even on a roster right now. I'm gonna be honest.
Right.
But he is well known in the baseball world. He did win 2 championships.
Wasn't he on the Mets?
He was on the Giants.
Oh.
And now his most recent team was the Diamondbacks. All
The
right.
Giants and Mets are both orange.
So
Give
y'all
us
got
some
that
more
one
Phillies.
right.
No.
This was all random.
Yeah.
I did not choose this. All right, your next player is Jacob deGrom.
Ooh, I know that name.
Easy.
Oh no, what from? Ben, you got it.
He's a pitcher, and he's also one of the best hitting pitchers.
He
He's
is
kind of he's like white Shohei, but not nearly as good.
No, that's Zach Greinke. Zach Greinke is the
What about
best.
current day?
Zach Greinke is the best hitting pitcher of the old generation. Before Shohei existed, Zach Greinke was him. But Jacob deGrom is the second best hitting pitcher behind Shohei, though, in the league currently. All right. This one should be slightly easy because he was on, I think, the Braves. I don't know. No, he was not on the Braves. But we did reference him in our most recent pod. Kenley Jansen.
He was on the Braves. Andrew, do you know?
Never heard of him.
Again, I don't know if he's a reliever or a closer, but I guess I'll say reliever. No, I think he's a closer.
That is
Say closer,
correct.
finally.
That is correct. Y'all are a perfect 8 for 8, and I feel like this one is going to give y'all your first wrong answer. But this player is Paul Goldschmidt.
Jeez. I know he's on the Cardinals.
Yep.
Ben, you have
I
any
know
idea
he's
what he
not a
does?
pitcher.
Sounds like a left fielder. Hmm? Eh?
I want to say he's like first base or something. We haven't
We'll
had
run with
first
first
baseman
base.
yet, so we're saying first base.
That is correct. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. That's a pull and a half. All right. This one may be easy, may be hard for some, but it is JD Martinez.
I've never heard
On
of
the
this guy.
Dodgers.
He was.
I have no idea.
What is he good at, Ben?
He's scored some runs. I don't know.
He fast?
I'd say he's like a third baseman.
Love it.
Is that your final guess?
Final answer. Yeah.
Yes.
That is wrong.
Oh.
He is a
Oh.
designated hitter, and his other position is an outfielder.
Well, what was he this past year?
He was a designated hitter.
And what was Shohei?
Shohei was a designated hitter.
Shohei died.
JD Martinez is on the Mets.
Oh,
Yeah.
He did say he used to play for the Dodgers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. This one was a Philly. Andrew McCutchen.
Oh. Damn it. When was he a Philly?
No, like a year ago.
Okay,
Or,
well,
no, in
that's my feeling.
2021.
That's better. I've only been following since 2023.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't tell you.
Do y'all
I have no
want
idea.
his
I've never heard of this guy.
accolades? Do y'all want to hear his accolades?
Ben,
On the
you're the
Cubs,
guest right here.
What?
is he on the Cubs? Andrew McCutchen?
No, he's on the Pirates.
Oh.
McCutchen. Doesn't sound like a fast guy or skilled.
I
So
know
we're going
he's
to take him
black.
out of the infield. He's black?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he might be athletic. Let me take back what I said. He is in the infield. He's the shortstop.
He's won an MVP before.
Damn.
I was gonna say catcher.
That's what I love. That's what I was gonna say when I.
Okay.
But then you said he's black. But we're gonna run with catcher.
That's your final answer as a catcher?
Yes.
That is the complete opposite. It's a wrong. It's a.
What's the opposite of a catcher?
A center fielder. Center fielder.
Oh.
Third.
This one should be relatively easy. Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
He's a DH, right? Ben?
Final answer.
And that's your final answer?
Yeah.
Well, that's not what it says on his baseball reference page. He is a first baseman and a third baseman. That is wrong.
I thought dude hits bombs.
Dude is a G.
Yeah. Well, I was close.
Yep. This one is probably hard. I would say this is y'all don't know him. Gary Sanchez.
Ben?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who this guy is.
Well, let's do process of elimination.
He sounds Hispanic.
Sounds like a pitcher.
Oh.
Yep. Pitcher.
He is from the
Johan. What?
He is from the DR.
Let's say pitcher.
We're running pitcher.
Pitcher?
Yeah.
Yep.
That is wrong. He is a catcher.
Two catchers in a room.
He is a catcher for the Milwaukee Brewers, but I believe he's currently on the Baltimore Orioles. That's what it says on Baseball Reference page. All right, this one is a trash can banger, cheater, scandal, motherfucker, Jose Altuve.
He's a shortstop.
I think he's a left. He's.
Oh wait.
I know nothing.
No, maybe he is because he's short.
Left fielder.
I don't know if that.
Yeah, he's really short. And he hits fake bombs because he's a cheater, except he actually does gotta hit bombs.
He is low-key kind of good, but I still hate
Yeah,
him.
I was about to say.
He still cheated,
I've
though.
seen multiple. Yeah, he still cheated, but he actually is. If he didn't cheat, he'd be pretty cool because he's that tiny. He's like, yeah, he's pretty. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I would say left field. I mean, Astros are like my third watch team because I don't know why. It's Phillies, Braves, and them, then the Mets, and the Dodgers.
Do we have a final answer?
I said left field. I have no idea. Just because he's tiny.
Left field.
Y'all are going with left field. Y'all are probably thinking of Kyle Tucker, because Jose Altuve plays second base.
Oh, I knew he was like over there.
You're close
in the middle.
Yeah, you were close. You were close. Ben, you might know this one. Pete Alonso, Polar Bear Alonso.
That's the fucker from the Mets.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill that guy. He's an outfield. No, wait, is he first baseman?
Definitely not.
He's first baseman.
He's fat.
He's a first baseman.
First baseman. Final answer.
That is correct.
I know that. That little fucker. He's so ugly.
These are a lot easier.
I know that one.
These are getting a lot easier now.
You're welcome,
Your
man.
next player is Garrett Cole.
I'll take a picture.
Yep, for the Yankees.
He's a starter, right? Ben, what do you?
Yeah, he is.
Dude, I'm on a roll.
Ding, ding, ding. That is correct.
My back hurts. Carrying. Sorry.
Your back
rolling.
Your back might get heavier after this one. Fernando Tatis Jr.
Now, you would think it'd get heavier, but I want to lighten the load for Ben here. He can take an easy one.
I think he's a left fielder. Final answer.
I forgot.
I know he's outfield.
I forgot he changed so many positions. What position?
Left fielder.
Is that your final answer?
Right fielder. Final answer.
Andrew, you gotta say in this at all?
Again, it's an easy one. So, yeah, I'm just gonna have to agree with Ben here, the right fielder.
Well, on his Baseball Reference page, it says right field and shortstop.
Boom, 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 boom.
So that is wrong because y'all said left fielder.
No, we said right.
Y'all said oops.
He says
we both just said right.
Answer, and I said no, right.
Oh. Well, that is correct.
Check the tape.
That is correct. Right fielder and shortstop is his position. Good job, guys. Y'all are above 500. Y'all are 12-5.
Wow.
Y'all are 12-5. All right. Max Scherzer.
That's a pitcher.
Yep. For the
Is
Blue
that
Jays.
is that your
No, I
final?
got
Starter.
this.
Is that your final answer?
Wait, Ben, do you know, is he a starter or is he a closer?
He's a starter.
Okay, we're running with that.
And that is correct. Good job,
Yep.
guys. Y'all are doing well.
No, he's a
Last
pitcher.
two.
Killing it.
Last two players. Christian Yelich.
Also, that I know that name. Ben, you're gonna have this
He's
one.
on the
This one's easy.
Brewers. Yeah, I think did he win MVP?
He did win MVP.
And then he fell off.
Yep. He won MVP.
He hits bombs, right?
Yeah, he did. 2019.
Does he not
2018.
anymore?
I mean, he's old and injured
Um,
all the time.
I don't know. It could be anything.
Is he DH or Ben? What do you? Does he play a position?
I know he's tall. I don't know. What that
So
means.
first base, DH, or like center, right field. Those are like the tall guys that hit bombs
Center
positions.
field. Lock it in. Final answer.
Center field.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't care. Yeah, I mean, I'm letting the young one take one this one.
Y'all are really close on this one, but he does
He's
play
right fielder.
He does play left field.
Left.
So
I don't get that.
That is wrong. And then your last what?
I'll save it till after the last.
All right. Your last player is Jason Hayward.
I've never heard of this guy. I mean,
Neither
I
have
know
I.
him. No, yeah, that's so tough. Well,
Is he a rookie or like super young?
No, he's like 30. How old is he?
Okay.
He is currently 35 years old. He is currently he is currently on the Padres.
I do not know. I'll say pitcher then.
Sure.
There's like so many pitchers.
He was on the Cubs World Series roster, by the way.
Heard.
If that helped.
Did not help me.
He was also drafted by the Atlanta Braves. He is a right fielder.
Unfortunate.
Yep. And that'll do it for our first MLB quiz. Y'all did pretty great. Y'all did pretty good. 13-7. Y'all went above 500. I'm proud of y'all. Some of these were really hard, especially the Paul Goldschmidt one, especially for y'all. That one was pretty hard.
Did we get that one right?
Yeah, y'all did.
Yeah.
First baseman. Ben was right on the money with that first. I don't think he realized that it was completely random, and I don't know, who knows. But that'll do it for our first MLB quiz. There will be more to come as the baseball season kicks on. The spring training game 1 is between the Cubs and Dodgers on the 20th in 3 total days from when we're recording this, which is February 17th. Anything else we got for today?
I have a question. What's the deciding factor between somebody playing center, left, and right field?
Isn't it just the people around him?
It's just what they play normally.
Like
what they
Castellanos had a problem in center field, so they moved him to right field and they put Johan Rojas in the middle. Where basically, because Rojas was so fast, he would cover ground that Nick couldn't make up. And Nick is much better going in on a ball because he's a right-hander. So they moved him to right field, moved him out pretty far right. So he'd run into the ball and catch it on the right side. So again, I literally only know about the Phillies from the last 2 years. Huge lifelong fan here. But is it just personnel? Like they I have no idea. I was asked. Sorry, I went on a little tangent on Casty there.
I mean, it's just based off of what their like obviously what their reference page says. So like I'm on Nick Castellanos' reference page right now. You said he was in center field, right? And that moved to
Yeah.
right field. He's
Yeah.
listed as a right fielder and third baseman. Because it's still one of his positions. I definitely could have given y'all like some leeway on like Tatis because y'all said left fielder at the beginning and then switched it to right field. I could say that he played left field. But to be playing in a position, I don't know off the top of my head every single like position that a player has played in their entire career, because to be listed as a position, you have to play that like daily, obviously, but you just have to have
Yeah, it's just
one.
isn't it just what you currently play?
It's
Mainly
just
on that's baseball reference.
yeah, but it's just if you have one appearance at like let's say Nick Castellanos plays first base one day, he will be listed. He will become a first baseman at some point along the way. But like nobody's going to list every single position that they have played throughout their career. They're just going to pick their main positions because that's what they're known for.
Yeah.
Which is why it was kind of hard because like I could have said Vladimir Guerrero Jr. was a DH, but his reference page says first and third, so I didn't put him at DH because I know he played DH at some point in the season, but he didn't fully play DH. That's not what he's listed at.
Third. Well,
that's what I
Phillies
was just
are winning it all.
Yeah,
so
totally.
none of this even matters.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Maybe next week we'll be guessing players on teams.
Oh.
Okay. No, I might do worse.
Yeah.
That would be tough. If they're not on the Dodgers, Padres, Braves, Phillies, or Mets, maybe the Yankees, it's going to get tough.
Yeah.
You have to be on one of the most like top spending teams that get the most media coverage, or you don't get any recognition from Andrew. I'm sorry. Or if you're Paul Skeens.
Oh yeah, Paul Skeens is really good.
Yeah, or if you're Ellie De La Cruz. You're fast.
He is fast. That's
okay.
He's also a really good ball player. He's like the Wemby. No, he's not.
He's not because is he?
He's not.
How good is his offense?
His offense is good.
It is. Is it like superstar level or is it just good?
Well, he's like. I think he's a rookie, so.
He's not a rookie anymore, is he?
Or well, he started in.
He was.
He debuted in 2023, but his rookie season was 2024.
How the fuck does that work? That doesn't matter. You mean he only played like a couple games in 2023?
Or no, I think it's no. He played not. His rookie year was 2023, and he played he missed 2 total games in last year, and he finished 8th in MVP voting.
Third. Huh? I follow him on Instagram.
Yeah.
He doesn't speak English, so.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That was a fun little episode.
Yeah.
Longest NBA talk we've ever had.
Longest MLB talk we've had.
True, we got a quiz in there.
Yeah.
And least amount of NFL. So obviously tell us how you think in the comments. But before we get out of here, Kenneth, do you have any advice of the day?
No, I don't. I'm locked. I'm dialed out. I'm clocked out.
You're dialed out? I haven't heard that before. I've heard dialed in.
I haven't had
dialed out.
I haven't had an advice of the day in like months. In like a month.
Okay.
It's okay. It'll come eventually.
Yeah, I mean,
I haven't had any life-changing thoughts.
It's hard to give out constant good advice.
Yeah,
because it just doesn't exist. Like advice is advice. It has to like come to you naturally. I get it.
Yeah.
before we get out of here, is there anything you guys want to talk about? Anything in your not professional, your creative lives, your channels, etc.?
Well, before that, I do want to ask y'all:
Yeah,
do y'all know what happened to Damar Hamlin? Like, like
he almost died on the field, and then he made a
how?
miraculous comeback. Oh,
He had
how?
like what
Yeah,
cardiac arrest or something on the
I don't know,
field.
his heart. I
yeah,
have no idea.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you
yeah.
why.
We're learning about cardiovascular disease in class today. For all y'all at home, I am enrolled in. I haven't started yet. I'm enrolled in a doctor physical therapy program. So
Basically, the goat.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be Dr. Simon, and y'all can all refer to me as that in further meet and greet.
Oh
But
yeah.
anyways,
Be
um,
sure to come to him with any problems.
Yeah.
He'll
yeah.
fix them.
Especially in
He fix
Cancun.
he fixes me up all the time. I'll tell you
Oh.
that for free.
If you relook at the play, he basically got trucked by, I think it might have been T Higgins
It
Yeah,
on the
was.
tackle,
or blocking or
and
whatever.
yeah,
Mm,
he basically got a hit to the chest, and it was like the one precise millionth of a second hit
Jeez.
where it
Your heart
distorts
pumped.
his well, yeah, it's he went to VFib, ventricular fibrillation,
Yep.
caused by blunt force trauma to the chest area directly over the heart, and the trauma distorts the myocardium, um, and occurs when the contact occurs during ventricle repolarization, which means the heart is filling back up with blood before it contracts again and sends out the blood to the body. And if the impact is strong enough, it causes myocardial cell membranes to stretch, activating ion channels. And if threshold is reached, these channels are just about to repolarize, and then instead they depolarize, which means they release blood, but it basically makes them release blood again, but there's no blood to release. So it causes ventricular fibrillation,
Just say
which is
VFib.
a life-threatening heart rhythm that results in rapid, inadequate heartbeat. So his heart rate gets up to like 200 beats per minute, which basically means he passes out for lack of blood flow, and then it results in death in certain cases. So that
For
And
all
is
you
what I want.
healthcare lovers out there, I'm sure you followed that perfectly.
just
It's
to
false.
dumb it down, let's just say you're
I
cooking
mean, yeah, he
yeah,
said basically means, but yeah, there was a lot of
yeah.
talk there.
Yeah.
I get it.
Um yeah. Um
Okay. Well, if you haven't seen on the number one Paul Reed fan channel, my channel, maybe being renamed soon. We'll see what happens. I'm doing a new little series, new artist every day, or Nia,
Or yeah, I
yeah.
love it.
and a
Or
uh,
yeah.
where I randomly generate an artist. I've got
Kenneth,
Fade,
did you
some
just
Colombian
like the
guy.
Jimin video?
Oh,
Huh?
what?
You just liked the Jimin video?
What do you
Oh,
mean?
you did?
What
Oh,
what
I
video?
liked it. It was at 2 likes, and then it just got to 3 likes just now.
Oh.
That's 50
No.
views.
No.
Wow. I try to release one a day. Um, I try to give a little background on the artist, and then I add 2 to 4 songs that I enjoyed into a big playlist that is available to all you guys. So eventually it'll be filled with a bunch of different genres, cultures, different songs that, at least in my opinion, are at least pretty good and listenable. And yeah, that's about it. They're probably like 4 to 5, 3 to 5 minutes every single time. I try to give a little background. There are some fun facts about them, and then if I enjoyed listening to them, that is that's about all I'm doing. Just fun stuff. And also, I have talked about putting out a One Piece video before. I have realized that I'm putting too much effort into it, and it might be 50 minutes long. So I'm gonna have to readjust that because I don't know
I
why
mean,
I'm
people
doing
watch
that.
it. People would
I
watch
don't
that.
know why I'm doing that. I'm talking about. I keep going off tangents on different arcs and characters and Oda's genius storytelling. Basically, just glazing Oda and everything the entire time. And I gotta condense it to a at least semi-enjoyable, and
Like
if
a
you're at least interested in the actual topic at hand, then you will be mildly entertained throughout the video, and it's not me just going on tangents.
yeah.
But that video will eventually come. But other than that, it's gonna be I might talk about the Sixers soon and with how we should tank. But yeah, sorry, that's all coming from Paul Reed fan, or maybe soon Big Red Belly. We'll see what happens.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
I've got
I know,
a
I know.
I've got a few things that has happened unplugged. My world record in Goat Simulator got broken recently.
You gonna get it back?
Of course I will.
You gonna get your lick back?
I'm gonna get my I'm gonna
That'd
get
be
it back.
nice. That'd be
I'm gonna
nice.
get it
Sorry.
back.
Jalen Hurts.
I lost it by 3 total seconds.
That's a lot.
How long
Yep.
is it?
It's 3 minutes and 16 seconds.
3 minutes is like kind of a big deal.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
3 seconds. Good God.
yeah, but
That's not how it works,
my
man.
previous world record, it's the previous or the before the Steam release, before Goat Simulator 3 released on Steam and like all the updates came out, the world record is 2:55, which is really fast. I've beaten it before, but I haven't it didn't like I've beaten the time, like I've gotten faster, but it wasn't valid. It wasn't a valid run, and I just kind of ran the run for my world record, and I just ran it just to run it, and because I was nonchalant, and the world record was like 4 minutes long, and I was like, this is gonna be easy, and that's about it.
Heard? Well, anybody have anything else, or we out of
Playboy
here?
Cardi billboard has been spotted in Miami and LA saying music is coming.
In 2027. I am excited. Okay, well, please check out Ben in Cancun. I think that we might take a week off the podcast. If you are in the East Coast, Virginia, North Carolina area, be ready for snow. Stay safe. And as always, hope everybody enjoyed this episode of the TasteBuds podcast.
They're calling for up to
And
12 inches.
damn it, Kenneth.
I'm just saying something.
I was doing the outro.
I know. I was just
Hope
saying.
everyone enjoyed this episode of the TasteBuds podcast. And as always, remember to have a very tasty day.